I was trying to reach out earlier. Really? I was because they literally on a circle like back in 1998. With and it actually a kid or the dog was like, hey, you wow, and they didn't say look at trains going about like even now she said how we got a pretty old movie, so I kind of see what she's like. I would say it's like a lapse of age. I know what people mean when they say same thing, same thing. Like they probably want to say we're kids fives. They're not cool enough, or you little kamikaze, or something like that. Like they probably want to say something from the movie, but like Kelly Brown, like that's the only thing we really know her for. Like, come on, how she really specifically know with the new generations that disease, the disease that alphas like potentially the betas. She knows they're watching it like the millennials and like it's the boomers, like, but maybe a few. I mean, not a few Xers. I mean, maybe like the Xers and maybe a few of the boomers, but not like the like over Gen Z probably, but like lower Gen. I think a 23, 24-year-old is watching like what I'm watching. Like I don't know 23-year-old except my cousin Jay. But yeah, anywho, like you got like, but yeah, that's why I say Killer J Brown has differently what they would have done back then because back then there was no fan. There was some kids network doing a kid movie. Like what fame you just had your pay at the end of the goddamn month. Like it wasn't that serious. You was like, oh, pay, long your pay, it's clear. You're like, I'm good. I'm Gucci with the stats. I'm just chilling. Like these days, like you got but yeah, it's so size. Like people reverting back to what I can. Like you don't have enough fame to play with. Like I can't you know, and you know, I say it was like I can't go outside and start screaming at aim. Like I already if I go outside and start screaming, people think I lost my goddamn. Why the fuck are you screaming? Like Hillary Raven, Slim the Daddy, Chrissy, like. It might take people who realize who Chrissy Carson for mine always, but like, I feel like I got a fair shine. Whereas somebody like hit and I have like, what's the name? Kylie Trail. Like nobody responding about the story. They like, yeah, it's Kylie Trail. Why you shut your ass up? And they probably they're looking for a chick named Kylie Trail. They're like, sure, stay right, shut your ass up. But yeah. So I feel like I already answered my own question before I even got there. I don't know who talks about for days in general. Because I don't like to show you got like I can go from watching Gathering to like um living the wire. So like we're not even playing the same ball because everybody else just talks about like the 2010s. Like, and most of the times, like, I can watch one of these shows. I pretty much everything, but don't only two things I can't watch. The really makes sense. One, we already got the then you had Eric Stone. Eventually, we had to see on the cover. Like, do we really need another Disney spy show? Like, because I'm still like I said, and Eric Stone already did. So, what were you doing with Eric Stone? It was Eric Stone and Jones Eric at the same time on two different. Nah, they were just going to be do a crossover. Plus, you don't read the Jones Rush over the Jones Rush. Like, what are we doing with it? So now that didn't make fucking sense. When they change it, when they stop it again, the guy is not better. So I'm good. But what I will say is that why I think it's the same thing. Like Ava Conquer, like I can't remember Rose Turner, like Ruth Reggie, like I really say full names out. Like because like even that other video, like I counted down the hottest chicks. Like I know how to wait, like what I think about it is or whatever. Like there's a reason why towards the end I kept spelling out their names and saying full names. Like you heard me say even like the whole 2017 full name. My full name is Lindsay. You know, Aaron Chambers, like Aaron Chambers, the boy, yeah, I get who is so like got work. It's just like characters as you know that one movie was in that y'all like I said, y'all although I was about to say that's not the way the rap just like stuff. I was like, oh, yeah, my point is, said, like she said, you think to be like, I like, she said, like, it's just I don't know what they're talking about. She said, she said, or I'm like, this job is a golden era. Like, she was something like, you could make this hard. Like, oh, I said, meet that 5 years ago, kind of perspective. Plus, it's modern. So I would say it's really, you know, ain't no Conquer, I can't trail, Rose Turner, Elizabeth, etc. They honestly fucking like they already I was so fucking extra angel. Not I was I can't. You know, just you know what? Like and like you're all the time. Like you want some child to come in and it's like what the guys yeah, like Chris Hillary and Selena Miley back like it's like so and lot of stuff that I get to, like the new generation. I can't tell if it's because Kanye Trail. It's like she literally got some where she worked crappy. Got some also on that week ago. I was trying to say crappy, not crappy. I accidentally my phone says crappy. Like, I was crappy. I was trying to say like it was something crappy. Not everybody. Um, like I don't know what you mean. Like not white people. She got some black, and she knows what tracking is. Like TRAPP. People who said 14. So person or person trap is trap. I like they arrested. If you don't trap, you never know. This is obviously was talking about capitalism and then trying to cash, not steal drugs. Like you know, not these which are relocation to like or even activity or being all figurative. But for me, it was like cool. 1960. Even 12, even 10 to 12 bro, a preteen, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying, most of those kids, not what I'm saying, so they say things like trap and rapping and I don't know, because I don't know the word, I don't know what the phrase means, bro. She working in 2010, but she rocked the 90s titles, and she here around CD player, and like she like no, it ain't just give a fuck. It's Susie, whoever I'm like, she's like the fuck players Susie, kiss my ass. I'm with her like Susie, my ass, oh I keep showing ass. You're crazy, Susie. You know this shit, man. Mm, that hurt. Yeah, I'm like, hit me, hit me. I think I was wondering what that. But anywho, we can't ever go to well without that. You know, ooh. But yeah, I'm gonna get because I'm like, dude, my girl, my chick, what we doing here? Like, who's approving this shit? I'm only talking about the first year. It's like, no reason. That's what I'm talking about. Like, really not what I'm talking about. Because that's what I'm talking about. Like, it was some kind of way. Like, who approved no reason? Like, it's just because of the pandemic. I was really doing it. I'm like, fine. I understand, but I don't understand. Like, it's been 5 years. Well, you can tell, like, the giant has fallen. Like, the giant has fallen. The mic has truly fallen. Because in the olden days, that would have made headlines. And that's why I say Disney's Miley dealt with the fame a little bit because they had more to play with. Because when Miley had those pictures, I don't think they should have been talking about. Y'all know she's 14 or 15, right? She's 15. I'm just more concerned about Annie Leibovitz, whoever the fuck they is in jail. Why didn't Billy Ray and Tish get her taken away? Like, how are they still parents? How are they allowed to see Miley? Cause like, I like Billy Ray. Yeah, she seemed like she cool, but she seemed like she too cool. Like she seemed like she kind of mother that like I can pretty much do anything I want to. Like me and all the kids, me and Miley, Selena, Demi, whoever was fucking with Miley, the Jonas Brothers back then, whoever she was friends with, frenemies. Seemed like everybody could just go over there and hang out in Miley. They knew it was a spot. You can do anything you want to. You can drink, smoke, fuck. But again, I'm saying Tisha's cool, but she's just a little too cool. Like she seemed like she that basically that lady from fucking Mean Girls. I'm a cool mom. And that bitch actually seen the movie. If y'all want to drink already, y'all do it. Shut up, bitch. That was 18. I'm telling you right now, if my 18, 19-year-old want to drink, I am that cool of a father because I already, like, even before I knew why we have that law, knowing exactly because they wanted that to prevent from drunk driving and drunk acting. I was like, they didn't do shit. It's still drunk driving. Like, it's not as many, maybe. Like, if it drastically changed that shit, like, to where it's like, some, but not enough for us to actually keep track. Like, that's 6 or 7 per year, maybe. Then I'm like, okay. Man, they even have a commercial that say bus driving is drunk driving. So that's even for the adults. Like we didn't stop teenagers from drinking. We didn't make it worse, but we didn't make it better. Okay. That's like the teen pregnancy rate. It's not bad. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. So I'm like, what are we doing here? I wasn't how we get here, but nah, I know how. But yeah, so I'm like, I don't care about 18, 19 year old. I don't want to get in trouble. Like the police come, I'm like, baby, I don't care what you do. So I'm like, I just don't want to get in trouble with what you're doing. So if the police try to rent them out, I'm like, yeah, I know they had beer, but anybody lies. That's when go to take their hands somewhere else. Like, what you talking about? I told them to take their ass somewhere else. Like I didn't. Okay, make it. I didn't tell you to bring a beer to my house. And I told him something. You can drink all you want to, just take that shit away because the cops come. I'm gonna be responsible for you in my house, but I'm like, it ain't even as serious. They 18. Because I've been told them my child is 18, 19. That's basically 21. Come on, man. Come on. They that young. And we both know this ain't as serious. We shouldn't let 21-year-olds drink, but we do, so let's just let it slide. 20? Yeah, sure. Let it slide. But come on. Come on. Come on. been in trouble. Whoever the fuck she is, she should have been arraigned, should have had some kind of consequence, something. So it's okay to pay. But y'all like Kisha been arraigned, but like they cool, but like I don't know, maybe too cool. But anywho, but then that dude who hacked her page, whoever he was, he should have been in trouble. And like it definitely, and like with what's her name, Vanessa Hudgens, that dude who had her page, who had Vanessa page on whatever, he should have been on and get some consequences. Cause like I'm not even mad, cause like she was sending those pictures literally to Zach. Zach was a grown man, 18, 19. He was technically grown. She was 18. It means he was allowed to receive those pictures, and she was allowed to send those pictures. She was allowed to send them. He was allowed to receive them. Why? I'm like, why are we out here acting a fool? How is this a damn scandal? Yes, she works for a kids television network, but she's not a child herself. So we don't know that she got me. I'm more concerned about my fathers, like I said, these past videos, who sat there. This means you, the motherfucker, y'all had to leave a magazine out for your kid to see it, and you trying to blame Disney for seeing some shit that you brought to your own house, because we didn't bring it in. And like, listen, y'all heart it. You must have put it on the television. Now you can, and like you was like my dude. There's no such thing as a smart screen back then, but come on. The news publication, not the news, basically, whatever you watching on Fox, they put that picture. They could have blurred, they knew what they were doing, they could have blurred that shit out. Even if it was a full news, why would they put up a scandalous picture of Miley, Selena, Demi, Melissa? Why they put up these scandalous pictures of these Disney Channel, Nickelodeon stuff? Why? Why are you doing this Disney? You're an adult. You're an adult. That's why I like Hollywood. We gotta see him like they were saying it was not. We should have explained to you, because like when they tried to tell Vanessa, she got paid money back for a contract she signed when she was on the age. Bitch, what you talking about? She was 16. 15. You know what the fuck she was signing? She was a goddamn child. Like, I'm a grown ass man. And he went like, what the fuck? Because like, I'm still acting like I'm 6 or 7. You know, I don't always make the best decisions, do what I'm supposed to do. Like half time I wake up eating fucking candy like a 2-year-old. What are y'all talking about? How the hell was Vanessa responsible for this when she was an actual child? Like, what you doing? Like, come on. I understand she was 18, 19. You like, at that point, you could be like, bitch, I don't care if you understood what you decided or not. You're technically an adult. Get somebody who does understand this shit to explain it to you, and then get me my goddamn money. I could understand why you wouldn't be as lenient. But if a 15, 16, 17-year-old owe me money, looks like the asshole, I'm going to say, because like, I'm going to try to, either I do want my money, but I understand. I'm bringing it clear. I'm not suing Vanessa. To me, I actually can, because, you know, I'm a couple years younger than Vanessa. But, like, I'm making it clear, whoever the person, I'm suing, like, if I was suing modern day kids, like, I'd be like, I'm not suing Kylie Kent. Well, actually, I am Kylie Kent as an adult. So is Ruby Rose Turner. Most of these people already been out of Disney Channel for a while. But, like, the newest one, like, I'm not suing Kizzy Richardson. I'm suing blah, 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 da, 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 da. I'm suing this person who works under the brand of Kenzie Richardson. I'm like, Kenzie Richardson, I want this to be clear. When you turn 18, I was never suing you, baby. Like, you're a child. Like, or that girl, Faith Headley. I was never suing them. I was suing people who represent you because they owe me my money. They need to run me my money. You're 14. I don't expect you, Kenzie Richardson, Faith Headley, like Janice Leanne Brown. I don't expect these new kids to remember my money. I mean, that's baby fucking Ariel. If baby Ariel owes me some goddamn money, I want my baby Ariel goddamn money. I want my fucking goddamn baby Ariel money. Like Meg Donnelly, I want my goddamn Meg Donnelly money. Because you Meg Donnelly, ain't you? And you won't owe me my goddamn money. That'd be like Jordan Jones owe me some money. Like, you grown ass adult. I I don't care if you knew what you didn't, knew what you was signing, what you didn't. Like, like you can't prove you got some kind of mental disorder or something. And you can't prove that you mentally disabled or something. Then I'm like, fuck, I want my goddamn money. Because most of these newer kids trying to start are 18 to 25. Like everybody named except Kenny Richardson and two of the girls from Electric Boom. But like from what I can see, what's her name? Carmen Sanchez. She's 24, and the other two are like 14 and 16. When I find out, I got the wrong ages, but I'm like, and then Vampirina, everybody that's a kid, and then like everybody who's like the Cats of the Wizards show. Like every other person that I talked about for the new generation, these are motherfuckers that if they owe me goddamn money, run me my goddamn money. Like you would have told. I don't care if you didn't know you signed it. Like, nah, it's something back when they was a kid, like Vanessa, but they owe me money now. I'm like, I understand, baby, you was a child. But tell your management team to get their head out their ass and get my money. Like this ain't nothing personal. I want my money from them or Disney or Nick, like whoever owed me. I got goddamn winning. Like I understand, but that's because like I don't understand what they was doing now. I would just let they go. I don't remember what he owed, what they owed. That's an old. Like I think she owed Disney. But I'm like she was 16. What kind of predatory weird? You made a child sign contract, and then you want that child. Are you sure you're an adult? Are you sure you're okay? Like, is everything on upstairs? Because you got money from a child. Again, if somebody like Kyle Trail who's 20 years old, I'm like, you're technically adult. Welcome to adult world. Also, in Robert shit for real. Get me my money. Run me my money. I need my money. Playing with my money is like playing with my emotions. And you don't want to do that. No, y'all really don't Hollywood is crazy. I'm like, even if nobody threatens your life on some Suge Knight shit for real, you better get them their money. They ain't like they will sue you and then you go to jail or something. But I'm just saying, come on, man. You can't expect a child to run something. They're a child. Like, I don't want my, like, if a child owes me money, but you can't figure out how to get it without involving a child, I'm like, I'm not afraid to sue a child. Like, a child can do anything, and I still be like, damn, like a 6-year-old that shot that woman in the leg. He was 6. She was like 26. She was like 28. She was like 20 years older than this guy, and this kid. Of course, he didn't understand. Whatever. Now, for Liberals, 26-year-old owe me some money. Like, if a 16, I'm just going to let it go. Because unless I'm suing their parents, and even them, like, the money I'm getting from that kid is coming off of his plate. I'm taking food out of my child's mouth. I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to drop the fucking case and take anyway, turn 18. I'm like, I don't want this. Because like that even happened with Sabrina. Why y'all suing Sabrina and Vanessa? They were children when they signed this shit. They didn't know what they were doing. That's why I have y'all hear about Sabrina until a decade later. Because she had signed bad contracts with Disney and had terrible ass managers. It is my black ass ain't going to do what Disney misleading in my head on. Y'all did misleading my head. You never had to go back to Disney in your life. And yet, then made a fucking so-called documentary called Child Star last year with Disney the enemy, and she came back this year to do Camp Rock 3, which is supposed to, which is not said to come out to next year. But like, what the fuck are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here? Why would I sign this contract? Like Disney, oh wait, not sign contract. Why would I come back, Disney? I benefited from what you did. I benefited from what you did. Why would I want to come back? There's no reason for me as the Jonas Brothers to see. That's why I'm like Jonas Brothers. Then the Miami has a reason to come back. Like back. I'm like, nah, that makes sense. But like, you mean Naomi Scott came back? What? Naomi Scott came. Naomi Scott came back. Hey, y'all. Nah, the two dudes, Adam and Blake, Adam Hicks and Blake Michael. Hell yeah, I can see why they came back. Like we like Adam Hicks, but he ain't got the fame. Like this dude robbed a grocery store or really a convenience store after Disney, because Disney wasn't paying him no goddamn money, and that's why you hear him rapping about how he was in jail, and that's how he stayed afloat. So I can understand. And even if Disney trying to say, I'm like Disney, y'all didn't run him his damn money. What else was he supposed to do? All that Disney money dried up. And to be fair, y'all said nobody was really fucking with Zeke and Luther. And like, what about Lemonade Mouth? If you had a show with Lemonade, people like Lemonade Mouth. I understand Zeke and Luther. I liked Zeke and Luther, but I was 15 to 18. I had the brain of 15, 18-year-old. Even back then, I knew Zeke and Luther was stupid, but I liked it. I didn't expect it to be highbrow comedy. I liked it because it was stupid, but it worked. Like, it was so stupid that it worked. Somehow it circled back around to being funny again. Like, I can't explain Zeke and Luther and Bucket. It's gonna like, they so fucking stupid, it circled around somehow to being funny again. I don't know. Well, actually, I guess that is the best way to describe it. Shout out to Ryan Newman. Because again, some shows are just stupid. Like, no, that show is just stupid. Like, that's just whatever. Annoying for the sake of being annoying. Like I can't even understand. Okay. But like, whatever. But yeah, that's why I think the newer generations, I can't tell, like Ruby Rose Turner, her stuff is clean. Like the most you see her do is some C-level teen comedy called Almost Popular. And the reason I disagree with this fucking movie is because I feel like she was too old to do Ruby Rock, and I feel like Disney Channel made her do this show or whatever, this song. I feel like it should have been more, not actually, like I feel like it should have at least been like something about her going out on a date or something that teenagers, what are you talking? Nah, granted, you can do a dance song, but like when Soulja Boy did Crank that song didn't sound like something stupid. I don't know. Ruby Rock, do it better than my friends. How would I do it worse? Turn your game up to 10. Play this music real loud by yourself or in the crowd. Who gonna be listening to this non-ironic play? Like, you not listening to Ruby Rock to make fun of it. Why are you doing this? This song is not cool. The only reason I can play Ruby Rock now is because I can see it having that Rebecca Black effect. Where like we was all making fun of, it's Friday, I gotta get down on Friday. Now it's like either you just don't pay it, don't never mind, or you just think the song is funny. And I feel like that's what Ruby Rock will be in another 7 years. Like, what is it, 2020, 2031? Wait, no, that's not right. 2020, 2032. And that would be like, this song sucks ass, but I don't care. And that's again how you tell the new school Disney Channel for the old school. It's like back in the day, when Mom was on that stripper pole, she made headlines. Like, and probably still to this day, 16 years later, since it was not stripper pole, it was a part of the ice cream cart issue. And I'm like, I don't know about no ice cream cart. I don't know what that thing about, you know. But like, if she could prove it, that was some of the ones that follow. Well, y'all see all these ice cream carts. I never looked at that fucking ice cream cart. Like, if you know what an ice cream cart is and you know it has a pole on it, yeah, mine is down low. But I'm like, if she still had clothes on, okay, actually, that's still kind of provocative, because like, why you do a little dip in? Because like, if you had to be holding on to it, like, fine, I don't know what that was supposed to be. Like, she dipped down low, then maybe a little half. But I was like, I don't know if she was trying to look cool or sexual. Either way, if the pole had to been there, I'm like, it's fine, whatever. But yeah, that's the controversy. And I feel like that's how, like, again, everything they did came under scrutiny. They weighed, they hair color, everything they did said made head like when Demi was in rehab or when she had an eating disorder. Like everything she did was scrutinized and came under scrutiny and was under a microscope. But like the newer kids, I think it's just again nobody fucks with each other anymore. But like look at that and look at Rachel Zegler. She also works for Disney, but she works for Big Boy Disney, not Disney Channel. And I think that's because Disney Channel now can't make real stars because like I could go back to the tens and say, well, like, I feel like people knew what Sophia and Rowan, well, Sabrina, like Rowan, Sophia, like Dove, like who was it, Boo Boo, R.I.P. Cameron Boyce. Like they knew to pay attention to these kids, but I don't think they was as scrutinized as their peers. People would pay attention to what they did, though. Like, because they knew even if this person would start getting, it would be the next big thing. Like, so like I don't like so I don't know how to. I feel like that's why the ten like the ten kids kind of laid the foundation 15 years later for what we know now. I feel like that's what happened. These are the pioneers who came out of these like the second generation pioneers because like everything Sabrina went through helped like again Ruby Rose Turner, her former castmate Ava Calker, Kylie Cantrell. That's how I think Kylie Cantrell knew, and all these kids knew not to sign with the you know who. Ew. I hate those people so much. Like they knew if you working for Disney, go to a different record label. Don't go because like Ashley Tisdale was the first person to do this, but she was the only person in the golden era. It's like you thought it was a sweet deal. I get my own TV show and I get my own record deal. Like cool. Like what person they gonna even as an adult? Like I'm not dumb. I'm dumb, but I ain't that dumb. Like when I sign on that dotted line with you, I'm like, no, I know I just signed my life away. I know I just screwed myself. I just screwed the pooch, but I had no choice. I'm just some dude who's a dude who's a dude. Like I was broke as shit. Now I'm signed with Disney, and even if they do try to do a more mature thing where they had something like Touchstone Records, Freeform Records, I don't know, for ABC Records, like because again Disney has adult companies under that, like I don't know what Buena Vista is. Like I think that was a country, and then they had a country record label. Like they had other record labels, like Walt Disney, fucking the other one that I refuse to say the name of. Yeah. Like Billy Ray apparently was signed for these guys for a while. The country went on Buena Vista, and then they had another country group that I don't know, that I never heard of. But like I don't understand it, but I don't like it. Okay. Like, cause I'm not understanding what y'all put. I'm not picking up what y'all put down. But like, why are we sitting here signing keys to a kid? Like, WB meant to do this. Like, I know what Warner Music is. Like, maybe Antonio, Willie, D. I don't know. Maybe y'all didn't know, or but I definitely know Miss Edmund, Miss Frank, Mr. Bennett. They knew because they were in me, so they was actually there whenever Warner Music was first established. So they know it's just the WB record label, like the Bugs Bunny, Scooby Doo, Batman, Superman guys. Those guys, like if you didn't know, have their own record label, and they also have Atlantic Records, like Atlantic. Which, and I knew there was something like, and not even some, but I knew that was the WB, like the Warner Music label, because it's not like the little WB, because the blue and yellow, blue and gold, or whatever the heck it is, orange logo that they for WB. And I would say that's also smart, but it's not, because like when you see the regular for Disney, it doesn't have Disney on it. Like both Disney does, but the other one doesn't. So like you wouldn't necessarily recognize it, but if it had been so famous and prominently featured right there in not Christy, but like Henry, Raven, Selena, Demi, Miley, everybody's. So like, if you don't know the record label I'm referring to, go check out any Demi, Selena, Miley, Hillary, Raven, old school record, not the new school, because you'll just see with Selena, you'll just see Interscope and like whoever like the other two are with. But like, who you with? R.P. Bernie. Anywho, but my point is, you knew, speaking of WB, I think the Bernie Mac show was on WB, or well, like CW, but same difference, because that's what the W and CW stands for. Warner, C stands for cable. But anywho, my point is, yeah, like I recognize the Warner music logo in the Trey Songz and the fucking Melanie Martinez video. So I'm like, why they keep showing up right there? Are Melanie and Trey with Warner? So it turns out they are, because like I heard they was on Atlantic Records, but I'm like, I didn't know that was a subsidiary of Warner. So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, nah, you good. And then like, if I'm Trey Songz, Melanie Martinez, I want to be taken seriously as an artist. So I want to make sure, and like with Melanie Martinez, most of the time, they bend over backwards and get everything she wants to get done. And that's what I'm like, they work for me. We work together. Or you know what I'm saying? It's a partnership. Or at least it feels like most of the time I get what I want. The only other time I don't is like with like whatever record label mine was with, they say we can't do that. That's over the budget. But like, if it's somebody like Melanie Martinez who told Warner, I want a music video for every song on this record. By the way, they already have that. It's called it's called a fucking visual album, excuse me. So I'm like, if that's what Melanie wanted, I would have told her, hell yeah. Because unless y'all can prove that Melanie, because like, again, a lot of people keep talking shit about Melanie, but I'm like, to that Danielle girl, unless you can prove Melanie is the one, yeah, because her content is definitely freaky, but how do we know she's not just a horny freak-a-leak? Like, there's no crime against being a freak-a-leak. But anywho, I'm like, until y'all can prove that she ain't just like the Petey Pablo song, Freak-a-Leak, Sadisha, Saranda, Chrislanda, Christina, Freak-a-Leak. I'm like, Melanie, because like Miley did the same thing. Miley dressed up like a baby, but is anybody accusing Miley Cyrus of trying to lure children in? Cause like Melanie never said her music was for the children. She never explicitly said 13 years ago, I like the kids to listen to the music. Cause like me, only reason I'm gonna even say it is like we already know like Miley, Melanie, they freaky freaks. Like that's the only reason I figure they write songs. These are the same people who wrote Baby Talking and Cake and Gingerbread Man. What are we talking about here? Like I just think they freaky. That's all. That's the only reason I think they crawl around on the floor like a goddamn baby. What you talking about? Until they play date, like until you prove Melanie is out here trying to grope children, do weird shit to children, elderly or doing something weird to children, you can't just go and keep like you up to your own opinion. This is what he's saying allegedly. Now, I put videos on. I'm not gonna say allegedly because I'm like, we got the proof. That's why I don't like to make the video because I already know this is a freaky fuck. Not a freak, well, not a sexual freak. This is just a freak. This is just the kind of motherfucker who will fuck a 1-year-old in the ass and I think it's disgusting. This is the kind of motherfucker who will do some weird shit again to children. Like, I'm not gonna get any more scripted because YouTube gonna like, you know, all of it. Demonetize me, copyright when I demonetize me. What's the one thing? What's it called? Strike? Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. But they keep, when you get so many strikes on a video, they say, nope, you gotta take that down. And they probably gonna deplatform me, all of that shit if I keep talking about, cause I don't even understand how we get in trouble for calling out pedophile, pervert weirdos, but the weird pedophile, pervert weirdos keep doing what they don't. I'm calling them out. I'm not wanting it. I'm not supporting or promoting it. That's what I'm saying. You ain't got no proof. Because, I'll be the first one to say, I fuck with Melanie Martinez. I fuck with Trey Songz. I fuck with Miley Cyrus. But if you can prove to me, the people who I talk about, that they actually are just some disgusting ass weirdos, till the end, all you proving to me is that Melanie, Trey, and Miley are just some kink freaks. Because I'm really it's just Melanie and Trey that y'all keep talking about, because nobody's talking about Miley, but I'm till you can prove that all these superstars, look at Katy Perry, that bitch used to squirt goddamn whipped cream out of her titties. How can we prove, how do we know where to draw the line between artistry and sexual deviance? Come on, I don't know what to do. I wasn't there. I can't go ahead because I'll be the first one to agree with that Danielle woman that coloring book that Melanie has is weird. But I'm I don't know. It was for adults. Yes, she should have a baby, imagine. But that baby is technically her. So technically the only child who's being exploited is an imaginary version of Melanie. Secondly, she didn't make the art herself. She commissioned somebody to make that art. Now, Melanie had final approval on that shit, but I'm not even gonna get mad at her for that, because I wouldn't do that to myself. I'd be like, nah, nigga, don't draw me like that. If you be like that, what you doing, nigga? Put some down. Hey, nigga, why you got me naked in a bathtub with soap in my mouth? Nigga, what the fuck? Get that out of it. Nigga, Now, if I approve that shit, I'm like, nah, man, replace me with a chick and put either a bar of soap in her mouth or her toe in her mouth. Something, but not me. You can put me underneath it with my dick in her mouth, dick in her booty or something on her coochie. Don't do that. I ain't about that. I'm that looks like some fruity shit. You can be gay to. Let's be clear. I don't care who's gay, who's straight. You do. Long as you hurt me. I don't roll that way. And I'm even though I thought I was gay, I ain't about that offended shit either. I'm whatever, my dude. Just don't have me looking like that. That look funny as hell. They're not in a ha way. And not even a strange way. You just look like a straight up gay. Look like you trying to do something. It's like you trying to say something about me. I'm my dude, I don't roll that way. You can roll that way if you want to. No hate, no shade. But I don't roll that way. So you got me doing. But yeah, so Melanie had to approve that book. But I'm just not gonna question why that book looked like that. It's art. They're on Rocco's Modern Life versus Ren and Stimpy. You can tell which one is which. You can tell which one is just straight up this dude, because we know what we know about these people now. Look at Cow and Chicken, Ed and Eddie, Curse the Cowardly Dog, Grim Adventures, and Told by Ginger, Avatar, Zim, half these shows, Grim Adventures, now y'all want to put a PG rating on these shows were obviously meant for teenagers, not children. Teenagers, young adults, preteens, 20-somethings. Anybody basically from 10 to 29, not like children, not like 2 to 12-year-olds. Clearly, they should have been looking at this mess. These shows should have never been approved, or they should have been like, hey, we're going to put these in the middle of the day. We're going to call it teen-centric or teen-center. That way they know this is for the older crowd. It's the Cartoon Network, Disney, Nick, but it's for a little bit older people. Like, well, really, all the Disney shows are already teen-centric. They just don't go there. That's why I didn't understand on that episode of Cooper Cam what they meant by dressing like a teenager. Like, this is Disney. Whatever. Because, like, even knowing what we know about Disney now, kind of seems a little ironic, but they still keep it clean on the screen. Nick is the ones you got to worry about. They keep it nasty on and off screen. Like, they do vulgar shit on camera and behind the camera and behind the scenes. Like, you never have to not worry about your kids seeing something weird or something weird happening to them. Don't take your kid to the Nickelodeon studio. But I don't know about 20 years, 30 years later, but I know in the 90s, 2000, 2010, them niggas was freaky. And not in a good way. Not in the way I'm saying Miley, Melanie, and Trey are, and like Sabrina. Nah, these are just sexual freaks. Like, I don't care. You do what you do. Like, again, I'm telling motherfuckers, Sabrina is not for the kids. Usher is not for the kids. Sabrina was for the kids when I was 21, watching this little 14-year-old girl on TV talking about some ba-da-da-da, I can't hear you, ba-da-da-da, I can't hear you. And going hot feet in the middle, hot feet or whatever else they had her singing. And I think there was an episode, I'm pretty sure there was an episode where she had 2 hammers in her hand, like spinning her arms around, coming at somebody, like, unless that was an old episode of Boy Meets World. But I'm like, I don't think so. Because, like, she was supposed to be the new Sean Hunter, if y'all don't know. So she was supposed to be the hard one, But I'm like, this doesn't work because this is too Disney. I'm like, but I don't want Sabrina to be like Sean, but like, come on. Like, y'all should have committed to it when the show first came out. But like now, in hindsight, since I view Sabrina like a little sister, I don't want her to be out here blowing up shit with cherry bombs and shit. But that's like, in case y'all forgot what Boy Meets World is, or who Sean Hunter was, he was the hard ass, like he was the bad boy who was always in trouble. Like, that's who Sabrina was supposed to be playing, the new version of him. Like, and that's why she ended up getting adopted by Sean, because they understood each other. They understood where the other one was coming from, and why, and with people leaving them. Now, spoiler alert for an 11-year-old show, because I don't mind spoiling. Like, the reason I don't mind spoiling some of the newer shows after Sabrina's era, like the 2020 shows, is because they're not as old as the one I was just talking about. Because again, if y'all ain't understand what I'm saying, the shows from the teens, Sabrina, all these, again, the people who I'm only using one name for, they old school. So anybody from the teens or the 2000s or the 90s, I'm only saying one name because you already know who I'm talking about. If you don't, just Google their name and put the word Disney beside it. I don't fucking know what to tell you, but like, channel. But what I'm saying is, like, she was supposed to be the new hard edge version. She was supposed to be Sean, but like, and again, I don't mind spoiling the 2020 shows either because they not old school. Like, Gabby Duran ain't even that old. That show was only 6 years old as of this year, like November the 26th, I believe. Like, it only premiered 6 years ago. I just don't mind spoiling shows like Gabby Duran, fucking Coop and Cammy, like Just Roll With It, Sitting to the Max, like Vampirina, what is it, Electric Bloom? Because y'all should be watching this shit. Because all your kids you should just be in the room with them, or you should just be monitoring what they watch. I don't fucking know. They used to be watching Miss SLAY. Watch me shine, shine, shine. Anywho, yeah. Anywho, yeah. But like, I didn't understand. Like, like in hindsight, I understand why don't you know what I'm saying anymore. Basically, I'm saying I don't want Sabrina to be the new Sean, and she can't be because Girl Meets World, for all you people, has been over for 8 years. It ended on January 28th, the January 20th. What are we doing? Again, Sabrina is Usher. She's not for the kids. That's like if you took your kids to an Usher concert, like I said, and expected Usher to act clean. And even then again, like I said, he's got kids. I can understand why he'd be like, you know what, for one night, let's tone it down. Or several nights, he'd be like, you know what, I got kids too. I understand you couldn't find a babysitter. But like Sabrina ain't got no kids. She's a young 20 something. Like like the last time Sabrina was for the kids again is when my grown 21-year-old ass was bugging out about this girl. Like that's when I would have showed up for her concert, ironically, when she was still for the kids. Because I'm the least clean person that you ever seen. As you can tell, that's by how many F bombs I don't drop in this video and weird shit I don't see. But I'm like, I was just a fan of the music. That's why I liked the 2010s stuff, the Olivia, the I don't know, the Bridget, like in Bridget just said she keeps it clean. Boy, that's fine. But like if it's big time rush, we know y'all wasn't clean. Y'all talking about? I heard y'all cuss before. Now, y'all was clean back then because they made you. Now these days, I'm like, if you say so, fine, but I can't tell if it's really because like they don't own y'all anymore. But like Viacom doesn't own you, but like I can't tell if it's authentic. Authentic. I don't know. But either way, I already said big time rush for everybody 2 to 31, 2 to 32 anyway. So whatever. This just proves my point. So whatever. But anywho, even but like I don't fucking. It's just yeah. In hindsight, I didn't want her to become the next Sean or yeah. And like I said, I don't mind spoiling newer shows or new shows because I'm like, y'all should be here. Like, don't come back and spoil Villains of Valley View, fucking Ultraviolet, fucking pretty freaking scary. Because it's been a while since I've seen these. Like, even with Marlon McGee, Hayes on it was like the recent both last year this year. Like I just didn't spoil that show because they canceled it too fast. I think they also canceled Primos by whatever. Fuck you, Disney. But got most Ghost and Molly McGee technically just ran its course, I guess. 52 episodes, 2 seasons, whatever. I don't know what happened to Hamster and Gretel. Like I guess 2 or 3 seasons is enough, but I mean whatever. Because they felt like it was a Phineas and Ferb was getting season 6. Why? I don't want season 5 or 6. I'm just watching it. I'm more because it's still. But I do want Kif. As many seasons as you can make Kif run as long as Big City Greens and like the OG Phineas and Ferb, let's go. But like with the like older shows like Phineas and Ferb that had everything, Phineas and Ferb and Wizards are the only two shows from the golden era that they rebooted so far. And like, there was no fucking reason to reboot this shit. Like, why? Also, on a completely, which not complete, but like, if we rating theme songs, the I didn't do it theme song is like gotta be like the second worst theme song in Disney Channel history. The worst is the new Wizards reboot theme, but like the third, like the one that's on top, like So Far So Great is definitely above I Didn't Do It theme song, and it's definitely above the new Wizards theme. But like, if we were really scoring the best Disney themes of all time, which I might do that in the video, but I feel like I don't want to. I've already made up my mind. Like, I could just tell you in this video, like the ones that still get me hyped, even if I don't care anymore, I still can't stop myself from saying this shit. When the crowd wants more, I bring on the thunder, cause you got my back and I'm not going under. You're my point, you're my guard, you're the perfect chord, and I see it next together on every billboard. We're headed for the top, we got it online, we'll make them say hey, and we'll keep rocking. Oh, there's no way I can make it without you, do it without you, be here without you. Come on, it's no fun when you doing it solo, man. You were like, whoa, yeah, and I know I on the stream, cause I got you with me. There's no way I can make it without you, man. Do it without you, be here without you. Like that song still gets me hyped after 14 fucking years. But I'm like, am I gonna go out to No. Just like I ain't gonna listen to heard on the radio, coming down to see the show, like that song. But anywho, nah. Anywho, I'm just saying, like that's why I'm like, I could do it, but I don't really want to. I'm like, basically, the idea, like, I like this song, and I can already tell you, like, some of these songs are music, like the ones that ain't music, like you know how they say, what's the word? Stipulations, rules, regulate. Like that's the number one rule. If it's just a theme song, but it can't be used as a real song, it's not in there. Like Sweet Life, both the Sweet Life themes. What is it? Really just those. Like in the So Random theme. Basically anything that you wouldn't listen to if you weren't watching the show, stuck in the middle. Like if you weren't watching the show right now, you wouldn't be listening to this song. Like you would never like the Wizards. It's catchy and it actually has more words, so it's just the whole full version is not available on YouTube Music for some reason. But there's more to that song than than what you hear. Like even if there was more to the Sweet Life and Stuck in the Middle, and like I don't want to hear this though without watching the show. I have no desire to. Don't make me do that. That's just like, but anywho, and like the Kiff theme, not the Kiff theme song, but like the Kiff soundtrack, like some of those songs, like Scarm and Fluffy. I'm like, I can't stop singing these, but I'm not gonna sing these outside of the show also. But that's only because I'm an adult. But if I'm still 16 to 23, yeah, I'd probably be singing Party on Scarm, Party on Scarm, and Fluffy, and anywho, whatever. But anywho, yeah, I think the old school kids, like the ones in the middle, they had no choice but to like ride with it because it was still new for them. And Zach and Vanessa, like again, everything they did and said came under scrutiny. And like everybody wanted was too up in these kids, too much in these kids' business. Again, these are grown ass people asking, is a 14-year-old dating another 14-year-old or 16-year-old? Like, oh, why are we just invested in Miley and in like Zach's life? Like, I understand. if you getting it for the kids, but y'all asking them questions that you shouldn't be asking kids. Like you should just be asking, I don't know, what do y'all do for fun together? Like, how was your last date? Like, stop asking, and again, stop asking kids in general what kind of underwear they wear. Nobody wanted to know that. And you weird. Like, they want to know, do you like sports? Do you like movies? What kind do you like? I don't know. Like, whatever. And again, I've already gone over like the weird shit that went over in the shows. Like, it was mostly Nickelodeon. Like Disney, you gotta kind of search. Like they might have had some weird shit. Like that, like again, the Chris Brown moment with the cheetah girl. I'm like, I shouldn't have to say in many times I don't see it because I didn't even realize that was even in it. I ain't seen that episode in years because I'm like, Chris Brown is where we draw the line. Okay, I'm like, he's the least controversial thing in this episode since y'all actually made me rewatch it. Cause I didn't rewatch it, but like somebody else was rewatching it. I was watching them review it. But since you showed this in your review, this clip. I'm like, no, the controversial part about this episode, because we didn't know Chris Brown was going to do what he did. And even if we did know, and it had already happened, I'm like, unless Chris Brown beats the shit out of a child on air, or the Cheetah Girls, or Ashley Tisdale and Brenda Song, I'm like, no. I'm like, there's nothing happening here. Like, the most jarring thing about this episode and then now knowing what we now know is that Ashley Tisdale is that fucking close to Chris Brown. Like, obviously, 18, 17 years later, she would never get that fucking close to Chris Brown unless her husband was. I don't know what's going on. But like, other than that fucking shit, are we really that concerned about something that could have happened 17, 18 years ago? And I say that because I could have sworn it was '07. Like, but the woman who was reviewing the TV show, the episode, her name was Destiny. She said it was 70, not 70, she said it was '08. I don't think it was 17 years ago. I think this was episode is older than that. Because, like, we know about the incident, and there was no way we could know about the incident a year before, but I'm like, it still seems too close together. And like you said, this was Take You Down, Chris Brown. I really won't take you down and show you what I'm about. The body like up and down. I wanna take it down, so don't stop. Get it. Quit playing with it. I can't wait no more. I'm like, yeah. This is Chris Brown. But I'm like, still, that Chris Brown could have still got, I'm like, again, look at Miss Kylie Cantrell. Now you heard what she's singing. Hands on me, wanna feel my denim. Like she ain't even being subtle. She literally said, hands on my ass, wanna feel my ass. Is it bad? I might just let him. The guy was sprung by the weight I fit him. Please don't tell him, because I want to let him feel my ass. Feel my ass cracks. Seriously, those are not the actual lyrics, but they basically the lyrics. Like what y'all think like denim means? And at first I thought I was just bugging. I thought I was tripping until Kate McKillum said the same thing. She was saying, I'm like, so it's not just me. It's not just me with my mind in the gutter. If somebody else says it, you know you ain't tripping, or at least you ain't tripping as hard as you thought. All of us could be, but how? How are we all bugging? How are we all like hands on me, want to feel my denim? Got us from by the weight I fit on. Hands on me, want to feel my denim. Is it bad that I might just let on? How are we all bugging that? That literally means he's feeling on her booty. Feeling on your booty. She might as well be saying that song. Because I'm like, what are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing? The fuckery duckery we doing? It's obvious what Kylie is saying about. And I'm like, this isn't even like G-rated enough. Cause like 50 Cent, I saw somebody read on the Rack Shop, they said 50 Cent, and I quote on the song Lollipop, wanted it to be clean enough where the kids could still listen to it, but it's still dirty. and then still be just as dirty as possible. And to be fair, I take you to the candy shop. I let you lick a lollipop. Go ahead, girl, don't you stop. She going till you hit this spot. Whoa, whoa. I take you to the candy shop. I had you spend all you got. One taste of what I got. Keep going till you hit this spot. Whoa, whoa. To be fair, if I didn't know what 50 Cent and Olivia were talking about, I probably would think a dude just took a girl to a candy shop and bought her a lollipop and watched her lick it until she reached the set. I just wouldn't know why, but that's because I would be thinking with a kid's brain. All they be thinking is why, and they'd be like, oh, girls like candy, which isn't a lie. Buying girls chocolate is a nice thing to do. So 50 Cent's not wrong. It's just I don't remember the rest of the. All I remember, he said, I'm trying to explain the best way I can, girl. I'm in your mouth, girl, not in your hand. Work up a sweat, girl. I let you play with the stick. Like that last part is like, what? I don't think that was a real quote from 50 Cent is what I'm saying. I don't think so. I don't think he really said that. That's allegedly. But we have, until you show me a clip, because Walt Disney been dead for since 1966. So when y'all say he said this and that, I'm like, take this with a grain of salt. But look, 50 Cent, y'all should have a clip. Like, even Walt Disney, in the 1960s, they had cameras, but I can understand why they didn't maybe not, because he was about as famous as the cartoon, as the people I'm talking about now, and the cartoon characters he created. So I don't know, but like, I can kind of see why you wouldn't just go around taping every goddamn thing Walt Disney said. Like, whatever. Or not taping every single quote at least. Like, you got most of them. You like, do we have to, like, he ain't gonna say something every goddamn time that's important. Sometimes you just talking about your gibberish. He's just a human after all. Oh, whatever. But, yeah, that shit's, I don't think that's a real 50 Cent quote, cause I'm like, if it was, why didn't she just play the video clip? This song is from like '06. It's 19 years old. Where's the fucking clip? Like, the 50 Cent quote is, I mean, not 50 Cent, the Walt Disney quote, like, he died, what was that? 59 years ago? Is that right? Oh, fuck it. Yeah, that's right. Wait, is it? Wait, 20, 29, 39, 49, 50. Yeah, 59 years ago then. He died 59 years ago. So, again, you gotta take everything with a grain of salt. Because even if they had a fucking AI robot back then, it still ain't the real or AI generated Walt back then, which they did. I think they worked on that. They did make that now recently or sometime. But anyway, that's still not the real Walt Disney. So he might learn from like AI. If y'all don't know, AI is trained on already existing media, which means images and pictures and videos that already exist, which means they will have to train this robot or this, computer generated thing on old pictures, old videos of Walt Disney to speak exactly how he spoke and talked. And that's what they did with that Suzanne Summers robot. But I'm like, that doesn't help. That's not the real thing. Whatever. It's just as close as whatever. But anywho, I think the honest answer to what I actually asked here today, how all of these people from the different eras handled fame as opposed to like one of like the 90s and in the 20s, they didn't have much fame to handle. The 2000s and the 2010s, they had fame, but it was like the biggest level of fame was in the 2000s. Like, in the 2010s, they had fame, but I felt like they had already seen and they could use what they learned. Plus, I feel like that's probably why the 20s kids probably part of the reason, but also because nobody cares. But that's also part of the reason why they don't get in as much trouble and why they don't sign bad contracts. So they seen what happened with Sophia Dove, with Sabrina, Sophia, Rowan, Dove, Boo Boo, um, R.I.P. Cameron. Yeah. And like with all these people, because like, and they kind of carved out their own little thing, like Bridget Piper. Like, look at Piper Curtis. She did American Pie, but it's not like dirty American Pie. I don't know. To me, that defeated the whole point. But like, I'm fine with it. It's just like there's no scene where Piper Curtis gets naked or does anything weird. So I'm like, and I haven't seen this movie, but that's what she said. So I'm like, whatever. If Piper Curtis ain't doing that freaky deaky, I don't understand why I would watch this shit then. Because that's the only reason I'm like, this is as close as I, as a regular person, a regular citizen, can get to Piper to like fucking Piper Curtis, to like seeing Piper Curtis naked. And I'm like, again, when you look at little baby G, like G is like she released, like I still want, who the fuck is James? Who the fuck is James? And Reckless, nah, make this shit stop. But like, again, she released new music. But like, the most successful thing I'm gonna say is like her nail art line. Cause I'm like, if that's working, if people are buying that shit, but like the last thing I remember is like, technically like it's in your roots, but I kind of forgot that because I erased that shit from my mind on purpose. But like, if you don't go over there, like, the nail art line is the most successful thing she's done in the last 10 years. So I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, even if you don't think that like the tens, the K10s kids are as big as the 2000s kids, like they are doing their own little thing, their own thing. So they're successful, like they all are doing something, like whether it's space travel, movies, nail art, other things I shall not mention here, starting their own record label, music. Well, I guess record label still music, but like, releasing a song here and there. I don't know. Like they all got their own little, acting thing, whatever. They all got their own little thing going. Like they all got something jumping, something popping off, like a little something jumping, a little something popping off. Like they got shit going on, which is more than I can say for the 2020s kids. Cause like, I don't know what the fuck Peyton Elizabeth Lee is. Last time I saw her ass was when she was on that movie Prom, and that was like a PG-13 movie. But like, if Peyton Elizabeth Lee is as old as I think she is, let me see, I can't do math for shit. 13 plus 6, she was 19 in a movie about fine, okay. You 3 years older than your character. I guess that's better than fucking Ruby Rose Turner. But again, these 2020 kids don't have much. Like, Peyton, let's start back with that. Peyton Elizabeth Lee, she been in a movie, she was on Andy Mack. Then she was in a movie that I watched called Prom Pact. Actually, is the name of the movie, Prom Pact. Like, it was pretty good, but like when I found out there was a dirty version and they just cleaned it up, G-rated it for Disney Channel, like, can we have the unrated version on Freeform? I guess not, because it would be confusing for the parents. But like, where do I find the dirty version of that movie? Well, is it on Disney Plus? How do I watch that? Like, not even the dirty version, like the PG-13 version, the original version of that movie. That's the one I want to see. Because I'm like, I don't even like Peyton Elizabeth Lee like that. If I'm being honest, I want to see Piper Curtis naked any day. Like, Peyton Elizabeth Lee, I would be looking because I'm like, technically, there's no law against this anymore. Like, 8 years ago, excuse me, yeah, I could not see Peyton Elizabeth Lee or that's the character she plays. Emily Skinner naked legally, because that would be wrong. But like I could see Leland though. God damn, how you know Leland and the grandmother, but like not those two. But anywho, I'm just saying, whatever Peyton Elizabeth Lee is doing right now, Y'all gonna have to fucking tell me. I don't fucking know. Again, Peyton, I know what she's doing. She's got a successful show on Paramount and shit, in another show that was on Netflix. But Peyton Elizabeth Lee, I don't know what the hell she doing. Like you going to tell me? Like I don't keep up with these newer ones. Well, like these new ones, because like I don't keep up with the new ones because I don't know what they doing. Because I'm like most of these were actual, and like that's part of the reason why I stopped watching Disney Channel as much. Because I'm like I still watch Disney Channel and Nick, but I can't keep like I don't keep up as well. Like it may seem like I do, but if I'm being honest, if y'all watch Disney Channel as much as I do, like if you watch Disney Channel all the time, and then you compare it to what I know, what you know, you be like, oh no, because I wasn't even trying to fool y'all, like, cause like the 2010s, like nah, I was on that every day. I was watching Disney Channel every day after school. If I wasn't watching Disney Channel, then I was watching Nick. Like I never watched CN past my era, but like Disney and Nick, I watched that my era, your era. Like I just ain't never seen the '80s of these. Like I don't fucking fuck with the '80s and the '70s, and like I barely fuck with the 2020s. But like those two melt, and like and I fuck with like the '90s, but like don't pass those three before or after those three eras of Disney and Nick. I don't fucking know, but like you can put anything on. So weird. Gabby Duran, Lizzie McGuire, I don't know, like anything from the other eras. Like actually, I just chose two from the same era. I just realized it. But like best friends with Alpha, because like I was just listening to that shake, 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 hey, shake, 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 shake your booty song, and I'm like, I like how that song goes along with the theme of the episode, and like they weren't even trying to hide why they were playing that song. It's just I got questions that don't need answers. Like where was that song? Like they were dancing, like Lauren, Landry and Lauren were dancing to the song, and that's why my baby Landry and Lauren, who's a very lovely lady by the way, was that's why they were dancing to them. That's why they were dressed up like that. But anywho, that's why they were dressed like that. That's why they was acting like that, and then that's why the song is just like I don't remember who is it. Who sings "Shake Your Booty"? Not it's not Earth, Wind, and Fire or Peaches. Is it Peaches and Herb? Who sings that shit? Anyway, they didn't have the real version. They had, and I'm just trying to figure out why we have a cover version. I'm like, I don't understand Disney was not gonna pay for like the real band, but like and Big Time Rush did not have the right to the name Big Time Rush, so they couldn't get them either. And plus, they had already went solo anyway. Like, I guess it fits with but again, because he's in the episode somewhere, but it's not that. Is he in that time? Is there an old school version of him in that time? Like his ancestors? I don't know. But either way, how would you explain? Oh, whatever. Like technically, the band that's playing the song does not exist in the universe of this song of this uh uh world because they are a 2010s group, so they wouldn't have existed back in the what? How are you playing a song from the 2010s in the set in what? I don't. I'm not gonna touch that because it's not like the Kim Possible song with Christy Carr. Like it's just funny to me. This can only happen on TV. A song that's sung by the character in the show, but we're not going to acknowledge it. Like no one's gonna say, "Hey, doesn't that sound like that?" Kind of sounds like you, Kim. Because like that's obvious. That's Christy Carson's voice coming through, singing the song, and Ron and Kim are fully aware that song is playing that whole time during the prom, and they dancing to it. That's the song they dancing to in that scene. That's why it's over the top of the scene. But like, and that's the only like music video you can find of that song. But like, we're not even going to acknowledge. Like, we're not even gonna poke fun and say, hey. Like none of the characters will be like, hey, that kind of sounds like you, Kim, but then she go like, nah, that doesn't sound like me, guys. What are you talking about? Like, like that one episode of Sweet Life, but like I understand why, because that's just TV show logic. Because in real life, we'd be like, hey, how come that motherfucker sounds like you? What? Of course, we would already know if he was famous like that, so I don't think we would have to acknowledge it. But like, people would just be poking fun at it just for the sake of it. Like, cause like with Hillary saying she don't like listen to her own voice, like, but now her kids are starting to listen to her music. Like, I get that, cause like I don't want to hear my own voice either, unless it's something like what I was talking about. Cause like, why would I want to hear my own voice in real, like over and over? If like, actually, that's not true. If I was actually famous and people wanted to hear me, I probably hear my own, get hyped on my own shit too, my own puffed up on my own steam. But like now, as a regular person, like even if y'all did like my song that I posted a couple of weeks ago called "I'm Gonna Take You Down, Babe," I'm gonna take you down. Like it's called "I'm Gonna Take You Down." Like even if y'all was feeling that shit, I'm like, there's not enough of you though. Like. Yeah, that song was getting super, super hyped, like getting rave reviews, like not from real magazines, but like if it got at least 101 people, I'm like, okay, I'm clearly not rich, but enough people, at least they viewed it. I don't know if they liked it, but they at least viewed it, stayed past the 30-second mark to view it, like, or 50 or 15 seconds. They stayed long enough again to view it, so they must at least were interested. So that means I did something, whatever. Anywho, I pretty much answered the question. Like, I think there was less fame to play with in the 2020s. There was the same amount of fame in the 90s, so they were just coming out. They were just pioneers. They were just like Kimberly J and Aaron Chambers. They were just laying the groundwork for Christy, Hillary, and Raymond, Selena, Demi, and Miley, and all these other people that I spoke about. And like even with Allie and AJ, because like, and then like Allie and AJ was, and then like Sabrina and like Sophia, Dove, Boo Boo, R.I.P. Cameron, like these kids were like, Bridget, all of these people, like they were just finishing what Miley started, or really what Kimberly J and Aaron Chambers had already built for Miley, and they was kind of finished. They was like, I don't want to say built. They were continuing to build off what Miley and them had got from the other people. That's not. I don't know the word. What am I saying? They were not living off, but they were helping to continue what the other people from the other two generations had already achieved. Like, they were living out for what Kimberly J and Aaron Chambers and Christy, Hillary, Raven, Selena, Demi, and Miley had already built. And not like they were building off, like not how these Gen Z and Alphas and Betas are just living off of what us millennials, Xers, and Boomers built. Nah, Bridget, Debbie, Bella Zendaya, like, what's her name? Laura, Ross, China, G, Coco, again, all of these other people, they were actually achieving their own stuff. So they were just continuing the legacy of Disney Channel that, again, like Kimberly J and Aaron Chambers had started. Like they would continue what they kicked off. Like even with like when I was listening to the Cheetah Girls had kicked off this whole 20. It's been 22 years of Disney Channel music, but I'm like, I just feel like Disney is more stupid. Like, of course, kids like music. What are you doing? Have you never heard of MTV? Like your competition, Nick, BT again, MTV. Like that's like saying you didn't know kids like comedy. That's like if you started if you just not thought, hey, let's make a comedy club for kids on and make a whole like which also no, but also why didn't Disney try that too? But like, nah, I don't want to hear that. Those movie kids don't. What I'm saying is, yeah, Cheetah Girls kickstarted that whole thing, and that's why you see shit like what it is today, like where everybody got, and like where everybody has to get a record contract, like because the girl from like a dude was saying, I'm like, nah, I'm stopping you down, like even if you did, like, yeah, if you grew up in the 2000s, maybe, because, like, even with Melissa Joan, Larissa, fucking, the dude from P&P, fucking, yeah, like, these people were not getting contracts either. Like, y'all came out in the same era, so I assume that's what we were talking about. Like, because again, Hey Dude, Clarissa Explains It All, Alex Mag, PP, yeah, they were never gonna get a record contract, but like Miranda and Elma and like whatever, Victoria, Jamie Lynn, these people only got a record contract because one, because of the Disney kids, and they had to compete too, because Nick was going bankrupt at the time, so Nick wanted to compete with Disney to beat them and to get back up there. Cause they had built this shit and like I can't do math for shit. What is that? 26 years later, they was piss poor almost. Like they was actually, this is a time when they still needed the money. Like now they just getting money for money. Like even in the 90s, they was getting money for getting, but they was just starting to get greedy. And that's why like I was watching a video about MTV and like that girl said, if you just doing this to make money, yeah, your shit will eventually go. But if you're trying to build culture, build a community, build iconography, and like build that 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 sense of belonging, that sense of I'm part of something that unite. Like that's why I would not talk about like the 2010s Disney Channel like I have now, and I have even probably even in that. Well, I talked about it a lot, but like that's why I didn't feel the need to talk about it like I do now. Like, cause like it was my own little secret. Like nowadays, bitch ass niggas getting on my nerves. Like the Disney Channel still exists. Leon Thomas is nominated for the new artist. Sabrina is. She dropped Sabrina nominated for best new artist. So Sabrina's first album was emails I can't send. Bitch, no, it wasn't. Cause like two of those is just award shows doing what award shows do. Like I'm like, are we not counting Disney and Nicki? Like, cause that'd be fair if that happened to Miley. Like if Miley was nominated for best new artist in K13 and like Demi was nominated for best new artist in like K12, K11, or like if like Raven was nominated for best new artist in like '09, '08, '07, but I'm pretty sure she was never actually trying, and like she did music, but like she said it never really worked out as big as the other girl. And then like if Hillary wasn't nominated for best new artist until like '09, '08, '07, whatever, like like '04 after the I feel like fine. It apparently happened to all of them. It just didn't seem like it because they were so in the spotlight. But like, I don't think that's what happened. Cause like, I don't know what Allie and AJ or fucking or even the Cheetah Girls or any of these. Like Allison was even nominated for best new artist. Like And like I said, all of these, and like Vanessa, Ashley, Zach, Corbin, even like maybe I don't want to say Mo, but but anywho, 'cause I feel like the only even Monique, yeah, really, let's go with it. Even like, 'cause like Corbin, damn. Monique and even like Lucas probably got a Texas. Like the only person, the only people. This is why we call it the golden era, because the only people who didn't get to eat really was like Amy Bruckner and the dude who played Jet Jackson. Like these two are the only two from the golden era that y'all forget about. Like even though y'all said Famous Jet Jackson was 98, but like I could have sworn that was 01, but like whatever. And like I'm not worried about like the people from Smart House, like jump, the house is jumping. And some of y'all could be like, man, what about Kirsten? What about I'm like, do we really care that much? Except for Xenon. Like apparently she was also on a soap opera too, but like, do you care that much? I thought not. So fuck you and your mama, okay? But like again, this is why I said like the kids. This is why I named this video "Kids" instead of like like girls or chicks or women like I would normally do. Because normally I only care about the women, but at this time I wanted to mention people like Ryan Merriman, Zach, Corbin, like Dylan and Cole, like everybody, because everybody got a piece of this pie. It just like they say, there's levels to this shit. Like some of these people, or even back then, were more famous than others. But like all of them got a little bit of fame. Like you were either A list, B list, or C. Nobody was D list. Is what I'm saying. Like you could spot Dylan and Cole Sprouse, like you or the Oshaka twins, Tia Tamara, like the Rock, I just like Allie and AJ, Tia Tamara, the Panabaker sisters, fucking the Rosso sisters, like you knew all of these people, like it's just depending on I don't even want to say your age, but like, cause like that only applied in the 2010s, but like depending on what you watching and what you didn't watch and like what was the most popular show on the network, it was depending on how much you was not even how much you knew, but like you knew everybody. It's just depending that like I say, it depended on what you watched and what you didn't watch, your own personal taste, and what was the most popular show on the network, who you were more excited to see. Now for me, it's all the people that you can name, like y'all regular motherfuckers who didn't watch Disney Channel all day can name, cause like I would have been excited to see like even Emily and I'm like, oh my god, that's Emily, you're Mitchell, oh my god, it's Mitchell, mama, it's Mitchell. Cause like I ain't gonna lie, was I into famous people? Nah, but I'm just like that's my dude from Disney, Nick. Like I was into Disney and Nick, like so I'm not stupid. Like I still would be like, oh, you're that dude. Well, okay, actually, never mind, because I didn't like famous people at all. I didn't really know their names. Actually, I only knew the Disney Channel people because they would do the little wand ID thing. So if we not counting Nickelodeon and we talking this is a Disney video, I'm like, yeah, the Disney kids I would have been excited to see because I knew their names because of the wand ID. So even if I didn't care about famous people, like, oh my god, he from Disney Channel, whatever. But like Nick, I knew who Drake creepy ass Bell was, and like Josh, and like I didn't know what Miranda and Emma and real name was until Miranda got eye creepy, and until like Emma like was finished with like Unfab. I think Unfab might have still been on, but like it was like halfway through, maybe the final season on the middle season, but like. And I knew what Devin's real, like Devin, Daniel, and Lindsay, but like, that's only because I had, who didn't have a crush on Lindsay until we find out she kind of evil. And then like Daniel, he a coon or whatever. And then like, your boy, Devin, we only knew, like, I knew what his name was. I'm like, still like now, I'll be like, Devin, that guy whose name, like, how the fuck you say his last name? That dude, like that guy, we know his name. We just can't say his last name. And at this point, do we care? I thought not. And like, to be fair, I knew but Romeo was a rapper, and I only knew him because I'm black, and all the black kids would shut up about me. Even at this point, even the white. But Jordan, I didn't know what Jordan's. Actually, it's not like. And what is the two J's stand? Is one of the J's Jordan? Anyway, little JJ. Like, I know who little JJ, but like, I'm like 18 years later, the only little JJ I know is my cousin, but like, still, little JJ was like a big deal, maybe for 2 minutes. It's just Jordan. It's just Jordan. Jordan. Anywho, speaking of Just Jordan, I already mentioned this in old videos, but Demi, she actually guest starred on Just Jordan before she got famous. This was somewhere around the as the bell rings, da 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 woo. But I will say I'm just gonna stop making Disney videos after this. But I'm clearly not. It's just like I feel like I'm gonna stop focusing on the '90s, 2000s, the K10s, because like I feel like unlike Usher again, I did say all I can say. Just when I thought I could say all I could say, my chick on the side, so she got one on the way. Then I'm broke and I don't know what to do. Guess I gotta get part two of my confessions. I say if I'm gonna tell it, then I gotta tell it home. Damn near cried when I got that phone call. I'm so broke and I don't know what to do, but to get part two of my confession. Yeah, shout out to Usher and Maddie Baby. Woo! But yeah. I feel like I'm gonna focus on more the 20s because like they ain't my strong suit. Cause like I didn't watch these over and over again. So like even if I don't get a reference from the 2000s, man, I don't remember the context of it. I can still tell you like when Miley said "smart cookie," like that's from the credit card episode, and like I forgot there was an episode where she found a puppet over a diamond, which is like when they give you that Hollywood star. But I don't know if they couldn't even actually say that in the show, or if that was a real thing. Is that a real thing? A diamond on like I know what a Walk of Fame means, but like is the diamond thing a real? Like I know they give you a star, but is a diamond a real? Also, is the diamond real? Because in real life, somebody would just jack that diamond. Whatever. I'm overthinking something that happened 19 years ago. But all I do know, and then that one episode where they time traveled back and they met Miley's mom. For y'all old people, that's Brooke Shields. Mm-hmm. But y'all didn't know that. But yeah, Brooke Shields played Miley's mom. Disney Channel. Anywho. Anywho, but yeah, yeah. So that was crazy. But like, even if I don't remember the exact specific reference, like these are stuff, and yeah, that's why I don't. That's why I don't have a credit card because of the episode of Proud Family, Hannah Montana, and That's So Raven. Because again, especially the That's So Raven stuff, because I didn't know when I was a kid you had to pay. I thought it was just money, like they would take that instead of money. Once I really realized, yeah, they take it instead of money, but you got to pay the money back. I'm like, nah, I'm good. And I've never done that in the the last almost 2 decades of me being an adult. I would never do that except for an emergency. And again, I'm not gonna do that ever. Cause even then, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna be like Miley was in that episode. The only difference is that's on Billy Ray. Like that time when Uncle CJ gave JJ a credit card. That's on Uncle CJ if JJ spit out. I'm like, JJ's a child. Come on, man. like, what are you doing? I love you. You're an adult, but dude, you're an adult. Like if I give a child a credit card and expect them not to spend all my, yeah, okay, that's more on me. And that's the same thing with Billy Ray. Is an emergency, dude. You gave what was she? 13, 14, 15, 16 in the episode. I was thinking maybe if Miley had got a little bit older and then at like 17, like you ain't grown, but you gotta learn sometime. You like I expect you to fuck up all my shit. But I was just hoping I would have enough to pay for most of the shit you could buy. And anything like with an 18-year-old, I'm like, you're an adult now. It's time to grow the fuck up. That's why I gave you the fuck. Okay. 19, I'm like, you're technically an adult. You're not daddy's baby. I just gave you this because you're my child, but you're not a baby. Okay. Like again, with somebody like Kylie Cantrell or like most of these people I'm talking about, like Ava Coker, Ruby Rose Turner, like Peyton Elizabeth Lee. Anywho, and I was actually sitting there saying that, and I'm like, with Amber, shut up. Emily Skinner, I don't know what the fuck happened to her. Like I was saying, I was going over that. I forgot I was doing that with the new kids. Like I don't know what happened to Emily Skinner. If y'all can find her ass, y'all let me know. I don't know what happened to like Asher Angel is like the only successful because like he was in those movies. Maybe you heard of Shazam, like both of those movies. He played the younger version of that Levi Johnston dude, like that character Billy Batson. He played that character. Like if you're a DC fan, you know who I'm talking about. Cause like I'm not a big DC fan, but like it's one of those deep cut DC movie that nobody knows about except the real DC. And even you talking about like the old school, the old heads, people who are older than me who make me look like I'm 30, well not that young, but yeah, y'all get the point. Anywho, I don't know. Besides Asher, I don't know what the fuck happened to Leland and fucking the mom. I don't know her name. And like Navia Robinson, I don't want to know what happened to fucking Navia Robinson, fucking Isaac Ryan Brown. By the way, these are the people from Raven's Home because we moving on from Andy Mack. But like, I don't know what happened to. Like, I know what happened to Sky Katz. She rapped for a little while, had a couple of songs like Saucy, got that drip. I'm saucy with it, and then that song, Trust Me Little Baby, I want to see you, but I don't have time though, I'm too busy crushing the money and bank rolls or whatever. That song, I'm like, damn, but anyway. But, and then I don't know what the hell happened to Jason Maybound, whose name I used to mispronounce as Jason Maybach, but it's Maybound. I don't know what happened to that dude. If y'all know what happened to him, I mean, tell me, but I also don't. But like Scott Cassidy, I see her on Facebook, and again, she made a guest appearance on like the final season of Raven's Home. But like, I don't know what happened to her after that. Like after that, and like she started rapping and she started making more white people sounding music. But by the way, Scott Cass is not white. She's biracial, but I'm just saying. So like, I guess she was trying to tap into your other half. I'm just saying, what are we doing? How you doing whatever. But anywho, and then like other people, I don't want to talk. I don't want to because like unlike the Nickelodeon 2018 shows, like the K18 Disney Channel shows, the only show you really need to know about that I can actually think off on back is fucking Cooper King. Again, I already told you Ruby Rose Turner made some movie called Almost Popular. Whatever, I don't know. It just seems like a stereotypical teen rom-com. Seems like she was too old to be in this shit anyways. And seems like something Emma Roberts would have played in back in the day. I don't know. Anna Sophia Robb? I don't fucking know. Just she was a teen queen from the 2000s. Miranda? I don't know. Anywho. Uh, but anywho, yeah, I don't care what happened to the Dakota Lotus, Olivia Sanabia. Last time I saw her, she did an interview with fucking Jake Short and fucking Bradley Stephen Perry on their little podcast thing. And anywho, whatever the fuck that was, whatever she was, some movie she was working on Prime. I'm like, you could tell this girl is young, but by the way she's saying how acting was when she was a kid, the stuff she was doing, like you couldn't have done that back in the day. We didn't have that. But anywho, yeah, I don't fucking care what happened to the rest of that cast of that show either. Sydney to the Max, I don't fucking know what happened to Ruth Reggie. I don't fucking know. I know she released some shitty ass songs. Ava Coker, like she still releases shitty ass music even all the way up to last year. The Boy Who, that was pretty good, but like Asher Angel, he also still releases music actually. But I actually like some of his songs. Like maybe I'll do my top favorite Asher Angel songs since I've already done my top favorite like what's the name? Kinda can't translate. Anywho, blah 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 words. I don't know what happened. Like, just roll with it. I don't know what happened to Kaylin Heyman. Fuck, I don't know. Fuck, she lucky I just even remember how to say her fucking name. I don't know what happened to the black dude. Fuck, I don't fucking fuck. Anywho, but and I wasn't gonna say this, but I feel like I don't even know if this is really real, but like y'all, I feel like maybe some of the parents lost personality in the show because like in the '90s, And this actually has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. But since we already making a Disney video, and it's gonna be my last Disney video on like the old school Disney eras. So I feel like this will be my last time to basically talk about this. But like, and I think another reason why the newer Disney shows are failing is because like I feel like they don't have any person, like the parents don't have any personality, or like the younger siblings. Like look, starting with even because like with Kimberly J and like Aaron Chambers and like what's the name, Ryan Merriman. These were movies like you didn't really care that much, as long as the story did what the story needed to do. But like look, starting with even Stevens. Sure, even if you don't like what's his name, Steve and Eileen Stevens, you like they had like he was a lawyer, she was a senator, so they, like that's kind of something. And like and like even the brother, like the like I don't care what Donnie's, but like he was weird, dumb enough. But like you didn't want him on camera all the time, but you wanted him to come on camera and say something dumb every couple of seconds. But like not every, anywho. And then like with Elizabeth McGuire, the dad's kind of an idiot. The mom kind of had everything together. And then like and then like the brother, he's the prankster. He's always got some scam running. And then like I mean, look at the next show. That's so like the Raven. You got like the mom and like the mom and the dad. They're like they kind of seem like they could be fun, but at the same time, they still can lay down the law if they got to. And then you like look at the fucking I don't know what's my life. Um, the heck, yeah. Then you got the brother who's the prankster of the show. So like, yeah, like how can you not like Corey? Like Corey is Corey. Like we all want to be Corey when we was, or at least the younger siblings. Like if you the older sibling and you pulling pranks on your younger brother or younger sister, you kind of seem like an asshole at that point. But like, damn, it's kind of like this is what little brothers and sisters do. Like, but whatever. And then like again with Pam, like, and I feel like Lloyd in that show, he's the dumb one. I feel like the mom is just like, but like she at least has some kind of person like, but and like look at Pam. Pam always was like evil. She's like Corey times two. She actually wants to conquer the world and enslave everybody. And like, yeah, build monuments of her face. I don't know. But like then Debbie Berwick showed her who's boss. I don't know. Anywho, but whatever. But like, and look at some of the other like the shows in the teens. Like, look at Best Friends Whenever. You like, ooh, I don't care about the mom. I only care about what Landry and Lauren are doing. Like, I don't care about the mom and the two little brothers. Can they shut their ass up and go? Like, you could say, what about the two homeboys? Like, not really. But like, I care enough to be like, hey, no, not saying stupid stuff, but still, hey, he's cool, I guess. And like the weird chick played by Madison Who, you like, sure, I'll pay attention. Anyway, I'm just saying the other three characters, if the show had went on a little bit longer, I probably would have paid attention. Even with Daisy, yeah, that was kind of cool. And again, this show was not about boyfriends and girl. Now they had those, but that wasn't what the show was about. Like it was about Sid and Shelby's friendship, and you saw this when they time traveled back to whatever the medieval times, and like Sid was the knight and Shelby was the princess, and like this wasn't like a relationship thing. They weren't gay. Like it wasn't a masculine, feminine thing. It was just like two friends trying to help. Like she was trying to save her friend from this asshole guy. Anywho, whatever. But like, yeah, yeah. But then look at the new shows like like Coop and Cammy, which I swear that's the same mom from Best Friends. Why you look? And that's another thing. It looks like they got generic ass looking moms. And why you look like the same mom from Best Friends Whenever? Did they just hire the same white lady? Or is it just me? Cause like look at Amy Duncan. Like I don't like the real bitch who plays her, but like Amy Duncan always like, but bam. She always y'all know what she does. Like she's Amy fucking Duncan. Like, yeah. But like again, look at the new moms. Like, can y'all tell? Like, okay, actually, besides Andy Mack, and I mean, I guess Raven, but like Raven doesn't count. Raven was already there. She doesn't count. We're not gonna count Raven. Electric Bloom, get out of my house. Oh, that's different. But yeah. Anywho, but yeah. I don't feel like they hit the same like the moms and the brothers. Cause like I never like well really. Cause like if you ask me, what about like on Shake It Up? Like to be fair, no, but like they were old. Like they were no longer the younger brothers, unless you count like CC. Like unless you count Davis Cleveland. Like he was like uh, Bella's younger brother on that show, but like was like did he really like did you care? No, like I don't care about him or Caroline Sunshine or Kenton Duty because I'm like I cared about Rashawn Fagan and like Aaron Aragoyan at the time, but I don't care much now. But like fucking, I don't know what Dina's real name is, but sure, she was okay, whatever. But like again, and I guess you could go over the whole thing. Like, what about the friends and like the Emmett was fucking weird. Ivy, whatever. And again, but like I said, this was coming off the back era of this was coming off the back half of that golden era. So like everybody got a little taste of the pie, even right there. But like again, there's people like again, I don't want to be Jason Earls because like when he was on Kicking It with Olivia, no one cared. Like they didn't care, but he was there. And it made more sense for him to be there because he was playing his real age. He was like 30 fucking 4 at that time. So it's that damn time he played his real whatever. So it made sense he would be the old ass. Well, again, 34 is not old, but like to me as a young teenager, 34 seemed old back then. But like now, I'm like, it's not that bad. At least my 34 isn't his 34, my parents. So I'm like, we're two different things. But anyway, but yeah. Whatever. Um, but like I said, going back to what I was saying before, everybody, even like people like Jason Earls, and got a little piece of the pie. And like, cause even if you didn't get much, at least people will have their eyes on you and thought you could be the next thing. Cause like even that AJ Trough dude, they thought he was gonna be popping, cause he was on the list of like the 27 people who are probably gonna blow up or whatever it was called on like a teen magazine. Like, would that ever happen today? Like my bet, like if I thought anybody was gonna blow up on Disney Channel today, it'll be like Meg Donnelly, Kylie Cantrell, like what's his name? Asher Angel, fucking Sky Cats, and that's about it. It's like I don't think cause like Electric Bloom, maybe back in the olden days, but I'm like I don't think so. I don't like Kenzie Richardson, Faith Headley. I don't know. The fuck do I know? Janice Leanne Brown. I don't know. Probably 9. But these first two should at least have a chance. Like fucking Baby Ariel. I can tell you, Baby Ariel. Nah. Chandler Kinley apparently is on that Heart Stars Pounding podcast. Well, a show that she does, but so Chandler Kinley is still getting pretty good work. That's probably why she didn't barely show up in Zombies 4. Like Kylie Russell was there, but like I don't think Chandler like Baby Ariel actually is the only one. Never mind, Baby Ariel is like. Besides me, who really want to see Baby Ariel? And I only want to see Baby Ariel because you're fine as hell. But like, if y'all really like. And like, I don't like no Baby Ariel ain't even gonna see this shit anyway. But I'm like, nah. But if she does, I'm like, Baby Ariel, I'm sorry, but you can't sing again. This ain't the olden days because that would have made headlines somewhere. That would have been somewhere on MTV, something, BT, yeah, MTV, BT, even maybe one of the Nickelodeon countdown things, like. Or the Halo Award, Kids Choice Sport. Anyway, or Cartoon Network holiday. Anywho, at that point, Baby Ariel would roll through something back in the day. Like, by the time she came out, like 2017, her, Jordan Jones, there was no more that, like, anywho, whatever. Like I said, everybody got to play in the 2000s. You get, like, even if you were in the top, like, you were at least well known enough and you got something. Like, the only people who got nothing was like the dude who played on Famous J. Jackson and Amy Bruckner. Like, all they R.I.P. All he remembered for is playing Jet Jackson, and she's remembered for is playing Pim. But like, she is a lawyer, so that's something. And like, she didn't commit suicide, R.I.P. like he did. Like, but so she still has a chance to be somebody outside of Pim. But I'm like, she should probably audition for Suits and like stuff like that because she actually understands that real world, and she is. And like, Yeah, and like she's an actor, so whatever. So that's something. Anywho, yeah. So, and then like the 2010s, like not everybody got to play, but everybody's doing their own little thing. Like, like the main characters still got to play, but like if you was like again, everybody was getting a piece of the pie. Like I wouldn't want to be Megan Martin or Jennifer Stone, but like Jason Earls, Jason Dawley, like these people were like Brian Stepani, like the guy who plays Esteban Julio Ricardo Ramirez. We like everybody, and again, everybody likes Arwen. Like I don't know how you could hate Arwen. It's just I wouldn't want to be on the set of Nicky, Ricky, and Don for obvious reasons. Because at that point, I'm like, I'm an old man. I can't hang out with Lizzie Green. That's weird. Even if I'm not being weak, that's weird. So I gotta hang out with the old people. I don't want to do that either. I guess I'll hang out with Josie. Yeah, that works. I don't know the real name of the lady who played Josie, but still. But whatever. Anywho, but like again, like the side characters again, like everybody kind of got a little bit of that salt or whatever they. Let's go with what Ryan said. I'm cooking that heat. Like everybody's cooking their heat in the 2000, but like in the 2010s, like only the main characters mostly got to play. And but like they did better than the 2020s kids. Cause like in the 2020s, nobody gets to play. Like I know what Gabby Durant is. I know what Riza Reed is, but the rest of y'all are hearing this like what? And like the tens, like y'all on your own, but like you don't know what like Starstruck, Lemonade Mile, Let It Shine, Girl versus Monster. Because not everybody would say, oh, these are some of the greatest decoms of all time. The Bridget is one of the greatest singers of all time. She got so, dog, why do you think I was still watching the Kids Network? Y'all think I was watching this because like they was sounding like like he kind of can't trash. She got some good songs. I counted them down in the last video, but like they all still sound like what a kid would sound like, her old songs like that song. Flow on the dough, flow on the dough, and swagger on point when I walk up in the joint. Now I make a little noise like that what I'm talking about. You got that look like I got you. Wait. Swagger on point when I walk up in the joint. Now make a little noise like that's what I'm talking about. No, I'm just a youngin', but I'ma be doing something right. You got that look like I got you shook. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That song, yeah, that still sounds like a kid song that is singing that, and it was written by like no reason, fucking some kind of way. All these songs still sound like they sing so written by a kid and being performed by a kid. Like I know they had grown folks helping her, but still, what are we doing? Ooh, my phone's going dead. So I apparently wasted 98% of my back. Okay, 98% worth of that. Anywho, but yeah. Anywho, but y'all get the idea. Everybody got a little piece of the pie in the 2010, and everybody got everybody was kind of famous in the 2000s during the golden era, which is why it's called the golden era. Everybody got a little, got their own little something going on from the 2010s. They got their own little thing jumping. Like 90s, they laid the foundation. Like they the pioneers. They the founding fathers. So you gotta pay respect to them anyways, even if you don't want to. Like without them, you wouldn't have no Disney Channel, and that's even for Disney themselves. Because like Disney, you could keep pumping $1 billion in it and run the channel, but that's only because you had $1 billion. Nobody would have been watching though without these people. And then like the Twins kids, they doing so. Like I would like some of these shows again, Electric Bloom, Vampirina, Wizards reboot, but like again, it still feels like I'm watching a children's show. Like the ones in the 2010s, it didn't feel like I was watching a children's show because these kids could sing way better than what a kid could. Like Coco, Supreme, like they was doing way better than they age. Like Kylie is doing the bare minimum. Like she can sing, dance, and act, but only up to what you think somebody 16 or 14 to 20 sounds. You're like, nope, she sounds like she's 14 to 20, all right. Which is, again, the ages of, like, she's been over the last, anywho, I don't know, yeah, all I know, these crabs ain't acting right, and I gotta go, y'all, so I gotta give me a slam Rito, man. Y'all know I got them putting grabbing skills for days, boy. But you know, man, this thing has been dogs chewing on the car seat on the moon, man. Like for real, man. Dogs chewing on the car